please give it up for Jamie Carbone.
Hey guys, keep going for Stryker and all the other comics you've seen tonight. Guys, a little bit about me up top. I come from West Virginia originally, and that's not fair. You know? People come from more exciting states like New York or Idaho, and I come from a state so white it makes the cast of Friends look diverse, you know? Just like, oh, they've got 2 Jews. How cosmopolitan. Like every time I meet someone who's been to West Virginia, they always tell me the same thing, which is the land is beautiful. Which is their way of saying the people are horrifying. And they are absolutely correct. Like I still vote there just because their elections are more interesting. Like every couple of months, a ballot will show up in my mail that's like, hey, should we fill that old coal mine with mannequins? Hey, we've been thinking about having one of them Hunger Games. How y'all feel about that? Feels good, West Virginia. Feels right. Like, honestly, it is a beautiful place. If you guys get a chance to visit, I do suggest it. It's got great mountains. You can go check that out. You can whitewater raft, if only you can find a way to do that from the safety of your car. Because you don't want to meet these people, and they definitely do not want to meet you. If they could, they would just change the state motto to West Virginia. What are you looking at, pussy? And like, the state animal would be a guy with no sleeves licking a knife. So, it's not the best. I don't know. I will say this one thing for West Virginia. I appreciate that. It made me an outdoor kid. Like I do like being outside. I love swimming. I am one of those fat guys who swims with the t-shirt on. Not because I have low self-esteem or anything. I just want everyone else at the pool to know that I think AC/DC rules. Like, and I love being outside except for one thing. I hate mosquito bites. I don't know about you guys, but mosquitoes eat me alive. Like, growing up, my grandmother always told me that I had a bit of the sweet blood, which turns out is just like an old-fashioned folksy way of saying likely to develop type 2 diabetes. And like, I hate being bitten, I hate that, but I love scratching at it, you know what I mean? Just getting in there. Like, I love it more than sex. Not all sex, just the sex that I personally am physically capable of having. That laugh was a little too long. Like, look at me, I can do maybe 3 positions. Missionary, cowgirl, and cowgirl missionary, which is where me and a lady travel back in time to Wild West days and convert Native Americans to accepting Jesus Christ as their true Lord and Savior. And it is pretty hot. So, give it a try. I don't know, I'm a fat narcissist, which I think is more impressive. Like skinny people, they can just look in a mirror and feel good about themselves. But me, do you know how hard it is to be confident when at any moment there's a 90% chance there is mayonnaise somewhere on your face? It's hard. Like, I don't have what you would call Hollywood good looks. I have what I like to call Colonial Williamsburg good looks. Like, miss, if I were to come up and be like, hi, I'm a time-traveling Benjamin Franklin, you'd be like, yeah, I see it. And it's really hard to date when you look like this because no women have founding father issues. So. I don't know, like, I think it's time I need to start losing weight, though, because I'm at this weird point where my friends have stopped making fun of me for it and started talking about it solely in hushed tones behind my back. Like, the only bonus is that I became unbeatable at Yo Mama contests. People were like, hey, Jamie, Yo Mama's so stupid, she thinks Nickelback is a refund. I'd be like, yeah, dude, well, your mama is so fat that we go to the same weekly Weight Watchers meeting. And it turns out that she overeats because your grandfather was verbally abusive. Please don't tell tell your mom I told you that. Weight Watchers is a safe space. I can't have Miss Kathy yelling at me. So like, I thought I was doing okay. I thought my diet was going okay. And then one day I was walking down the street and this child and mom ran past me. I guess the kid wasn't going fast enough because the mom pointed right at me. So turned right at me and said, "You better hurry up or that fat man is going to get you." And I was devastated. I was emotionally destroyed. But I feel way worse for that kid. Because her mother is teaching her that fat men abduct children. Which means Christmas must be fucking terrible. I don't know, like I'm actually pretty confident these days just because I'm getting close to 30 and everybody, I just went to my high school reunion and everyone's starting to look kind of like me. Like they're getting fat and losing their hair and I'm starting to realize I'm fat handsome. Like, do you guys know Fat Handsome? Like Seth Rogen or Pumbaa from The Lion King, you know. Fat Handsome. It's great. It's awesome. Like, skinny people, you know, they gotta go to the gym and waste money on expensive haircuts. Me, I can eat a whole pizza and have eyes that look like a storm on the ocean. Like, genetically, wizard eyes is the way to go. Do you know how many people want to make out with a middle-aged Neville Longbottom? Some, so... Guys, I am getting to a weird point in life where I am too attached to video games, huh? It's not great. Like, I'm at this weird point where I'm starting to see Mario as a role model. Like, we're both tubby Italian guys, and we both do a lot of parkour in our free time. But, like, honestly, I'm just really glad he exists. Like, I want to give a shout out to, like, the nation of Japan. Because there's no way an American company would have made him, you know? Just like that board meeting would have been like, all right, Tom, what ideas do you have for us this week? All right, do you remember that plumber we had fight that gorilla in that abandoned construction yard? What if we put him in a magic kingdom where he had to fight an army of turtles to rescue a princess? I'll be honest, Tom, that doesn't really work for us. All right, what if we had that plumber get all of his friends together and they went go-karting? Or we gave that plumber a dinosaur afraid of haunted houses. Or we had that plumber dress up like a raccoon and fight the sun. What if we had that plumber play tennis or golf or soccer or more go-karting? What if we had that plumber throw a party, but it's not a party? It's a board game that destroys friendships. And will lead to one awkward situation in West Virginia in 1999 where a very worked up 11-year-old will accidentally call his mom the C word. I'll be honest, Tom, none of these sound great. Okay, one more. How about this? There's this doctor. And he fights every disease by just shoving pills down people's throats. I'll be honest, Tom, he sounds like a bad doctor. That's because he's actually a plumber. So thank you, Japan. You ever write something you're like more proud of than any children you will ever have? I don't know, like, I'll be honest, I do have a pretty good relationship with my parents, C-word incident notwithstanding. Like, it's built on equal parts trust and respect and me never telling them a goddamn thing about my life. And it has worked out perfectly. Like, being a huge nerd was great, because whenever I told them I was going out, they just assumed I was playing, like, Dungeons and Dragons in someone's basement. Not that I was getting high behind a gymnasium playing Fuck, Marry, Kill with every Disney princess. And for those of you who are curious, it is Fuck Mulan, Marry Mulan, Kill Mulan. Guys, she dishonored her family. But But I will say this, I wish I talked to him a little bit more, because I got hit with like depression really hard my sophomore year of high school. And I feel like if I just said something to them, I could have gotten the help I need and I'd be in a better place today. But also I feel like it's on them a little bit because the signs were there. I started wearing an all-black fedora and trench coat. Nobody who dresses like that is fine. I just look like the saddest private eye. Just trying to crack the case of, hey, what's everybody doing later? Thank you guys for taking time out.